The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
See, if anyone out there thinks the life of a musician on the road is easy, you're so stupid.
Oh.
Because no, these guys. I mean, you were here last week. You flew all the way to London. You flew back last night just to be here.
Yep. That's how much we love you.
We love you, man.
I did it for you.
And I feel the love. You saw me. I took off my shirt and everything. My big old
great.
His belts, everything.
my big old boobies were hanging out.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
I know. But look, I mean, I if my calculations are right, your single, "Want You Back," it's been like 2 years since we've heard a new single from you.
Yeah, we haven't had anything out in a second. We needed to take a second to kind of refocus on what we wanted to be as a band, and we did. So we did. We took some time, and we made a new record, third record from us, and "Want You Back's the first thing that anyone's had a taste of, and we feel really good about it. We're really happy with the reaction so far. So.
Yeah.
You got to take some time out.
You do.
Yeah.
It's like it's a natural process within a band's lifespan, you know?
If you don't get out of the pool, you get all pruny.
You get all wrinkly.
I've never heard that.
You
I
look
like that
me.
metaphor.
That's why I look like this. I just haven't been out of the pool in like
I've been out of the pool in
like
years.
30 years.
Oh my gosh. Do you think you're more mature now? Like your sound is a little more mature?
Yeah, I think that will naturally.
Ooh, I like your morning voice.
Thank you. It's a bit.
Whoa.
It's a bit husky, but
It is. It's tickling my gonads.
can we say gonads on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we wrote like the first album when we were 16 years old, and then the second album after being on the road for so long. So to take a break and kind of live, almost like separate and kind of in our own places and have like a normal life, I guess, for a little bit, in quotation marks.
Yeah.
It was just, that's how it's going to come out, I think.
And creatively, everyone in the band needed that to bring something new and unique. Because when you're living the same life every single day, it gets a little, like, what the hell are we going to write about?
Right.
We have no.
It's the same thing. It's like you got to switch channels. But so are you all guys? You're all living in L.A. now. You're all West Coast guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you like living in? Is L.A. life good?
It's good, man. I always say it can make or break you. You know, you either find you find out a little more what's at the heart of you, and you learn about yourself. Or I think a lot of people get a little lost and think whoever's above that we all stuck to who we really are, and we made a great record there, and I'm really, really stoked on it.
Yeah.
So you come into the studio after doing your own thing, kind of hanging out and enjoying life, or just living life.
Yeah.
And you're back in the studio. What's different about working together now than before? I mean, are there definitely things that are different because of the natural progression of life?
Yeah. I think it's important to realize what everyone in the band's strengths and weaknesses are. And I think we kind of, for the first two albums, we kind of just, did everything each. And then like we kind of just, this one was more like, all right, we're going to focus on this, and then we'll give it to someone and give them space to do something. And then like not everyone was in the room for everything. And then they'd come back together, and like we all come together in the studio and finish it.
It feels like a different band, which is scary. Actually, it's terrifying. But in all the best ways, we want to pursue this into our 20s, and we want to be a band that's constantly interesting, constantly, evolving and remaining, determined.
Do any of you ever like bring an idea into the room and the rest of you go, no, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
I mean, you go.
Well, with creating something, you have to be smarter than that. I think you have to kind of meet in the middle somewhere. Instead of being like, no, that's a bad idea, be like, what if we tried this, or what if we did this? Because then you can kind of ruin a whole songwriting session by just being like,
magic's in the
off.
Magic's in the madness too, though. Like you got to be crazy as possible to make a great record. So
like even for like "Want You Back," that was like 7 different songs before we got to that song, kind of thing. That's usually how it works. Like someone will come with an idea and be like, what if we do this? And it'll be like, and then it'll kind of just it'll like, I don't know, morph into something that is actually worthwhile.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you're just turning us on, of course, it's 5 Seconds of Summer. Ashton and Callum, Luke and Michael are here. And dogs. Who owns a dog? How many dogs do we have?
We got 3 dogs.
Yeah.
I guess.
How about cats? Any cats?
No commitment.
I
want to
get a cat.
Ashton.
You want a cat?
I do want to get a cat. But
Nothing wrong with cats.
But I keep getting told that like all of my friends are allergic to cats.
Oh.
I'm allergic to cats.
I think maybe they just don't like cats.
Yeah, I don't like cats. So therefore I am
Good.
allergic.
See, so you can just live alone with you and your cat and your dog.
Cats aren't loving enough, I find.
Oh, cats are.
My cats
no.
are amazing.
I want to come home and then the dog like just be losing it because they're like, "Oh my God, you're home."
But I'm the same in a relationship as I am with animals. Like, I feel like if I had a cat, I like cats' energies. They kind of look at me. They're kind of nice to me every now and then, and they kind of keep their distance. Like, I'm just doing my
get
thing.
that.
They're doing their thing.
Very telling.
I like that.
Yeah, I treat my pets like my girlfriend. I put a bowl on the floor.
Oh, fantastic.
You can leave them alone for a couple of days. They'll go in their litter box. We're all
Exactly.
good.
I walk in, they're cleaning themselves. I love how cats can do that thing with one leg straight and the other, and they can like lick their. And I'm like, what are you doing?
It's talent.
And then when the
Wait,
cat,
we talk about partners or
no,
cats?
And when a cat walks away, the tail's in the air, and you see their little Cheerio, you're like,
Oh my God.
All right.
I don't want to look at that.
Graphic.
I know. I don't want that.
That's a 3D moment.
Everyone on radio is like picturing that in their heads
Exactly.
right
It's
now. And
the
they're like,
truth.
oh my God.
It's the truth about cats. And as soon as we just acknowledge it's the truth, it's good. Okay, so here it comes. New album on the way. Do we have a date?
We know kind of what the date is,
Sort-ish.
but we can't really tell you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I would feel much more comfortable telling you.
But I'm Elvis.
No. Look, hey, when it's right, it's right. You don't look at an artist and say, when's the painting going to be done? The painting's going to be done when the painting is ready.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
It's fully written and recorded, so we have 20 songs ready to go. I guess 19 because Want You Back is out now.
Yeah.
But we have 19 songs now ready to go. So it's kind of just planning and seeing how singles go and, what's not.
Well, drop them as you want. It's your piece of work. You do what you want to do. We'll sit here and enjoy it. So, in this business, and I hate the fact that this is a business.
Mm-hmm. Showbiz.
But you got to do it. You got to have people in the back with budgets, writing checks to people who turn lights on. I mean, it's very important people that make the 5 seconds of Summer Machine
100%.
operate.
Yeah.
We all acknowledge that. But in the music business, crap happens. I mean, some like for instance, one of you was texting or tweeting the other day about someone leaking. Like a song got leaked. Like what?
Yeah.
Now, why do people leak music? Can't they just leave it alone? Understand that you guys want to release it as you want to release it.
I don't think people understand what they're actually doing. I think I think people for their own reasons would leak something, and they don't even give a damn about anyone else. But you know what? As a band, we're very confident in ourselves to keep creating music. If it was the only thing we ever did and they leaked it, we'd be a lot more upset. But I don't think people understand that, we're going to keep creating, and it's going to distance us from people as well if people keep leaking our music. So it's a tough one, but it's tough love too, man. We're grateful that people are, crazy enough to leak our music,
true.
which is,
Fun fact, Want You Back is our only single that hasn't been leaked
yeah.
ever.
Yep.
Wow, that's great.
Oh, wow.
Impressive, right?
Wow,
Does
that's
that kind of piss you off?
I'm
Good for you.
stoked on it, man. I'm
With a twitch in his eye, he said it.
It's the only one.
That's awesome.
No, wait. Did you never leak your own stuff? Like I've always heard, like sometimes artists
Yeah.
will just like leak, pretend it wasn't them.
Yeah, we try to get smart about it, but it's never a good idea.
It always
we've
ends
never
up
done it.
in like, wait, like, what if? Because when Want You Back was coming, we were like, since we haven't put out a song in like a couple weeks, why don't we like just release it?
Right.
Like, why don't we just drop it and like leak it and send it to fans and stuff? And then it gets to a point where it's just like, whatever. We were just expecting it to leak anyway, so we were
And it
just
didn't.
like, yeah, and it
Are you-
didn't.
Good.
Were you secretly like, damn.
Kind of like maybe
feeling-
like 25% disappointed.
Well,
Feeling
go.
I've never
Okay.
felt before.
We got on Instagram and we like live streamed the first verse of of Want You Back before it was released, because we were like, well, we want to have the satisfaction of leaking our own song.
Exactly.
No one's gonna take
Who's
this
gonna leak
from us.
first?
We were on the live stream and we were like, if you work for our record label or our management, just stop watching right now while we leak our song.
It's the business. It's so kind of weird. But so the third album,
Yes.
I already have it, and I already have the fourth album. I have that much influence in this
Damn.
business. I already have it. I have songs you haven't even written yet.
Damn.
And you know what? The fourth album is going to be fantastic. Wait till you hear it.
Fantastic.
I'm telling you now. I don't want to mess it up any.
Can we ask them the question that Greg T wanted to ask them?
Okay, yeah. In our world of business, we try to come up with different questions because you get asked the same questions all the time. I'm sure, and it just happens.
Yeah.
But Greg T has
Well, hello.
the question you've probably been asked
A million times.
more than any other question
Well,
in your career?
I don't understand how, like, bands sit around, like, where they come up with their names. Like, so for instance, 5 Seconds of Summer. I mean, summer, here in the States is, maybe 3 or 4 months. So, like, why not, like, 4 months of summer? Like, why 5 seconds?
If you think about it, it's absolutely miserable, isn't it?
It is. And what
it's
else?
melancholy.
It's almost an emo band name.
Yeah, for real.
So did you guys,
Yeah,
like,
'cause
sit
it's
around? Were you, like, just hanging out and you're like, I got a great name,
Well-
5 Seconds of Summer. It's like, yeah, that's great. Let's run with that.
Yeah,
Just yeah.
yeah.
No, but come on, for real. Where
And
did the
then,
name
and then they
come
went,
from?
and then they went out to dinner. Like, let's have
We
dinner.
were at school and we had some sort of like following on YouTube.
Yes, we went to school.
Yes, we went to school despite our vocabulary, and so we were like trying to make up names in like a science class or something. Obviously, paying a lot of attention to what the teacher was saying.
We love school.
And we're writing down a bunch of song names, and they all sucked. They're all terrible. And Michael just texted us one day and was like, "Hey, the band name's 5 Seconds of Summer. We need a Facebook page, so we need a name to be a band."
There you go.
So, and we were like, "Okay."
Yeah, you
So-
guys didn't really put up any sort of fight. I was just like, "This is the name," and you were like,
Well,
"Yeah, whatever."
You already made the Facebook page, so it was official.
Yeah.
And I made sure I got the Facebook.
You know what it was?
URL.
It was too late.
It was that you thought about is it acronym? So you
Yeah.
obviously didn't go to school for five SOS or 5 SOS.
Yeah,
Which
he planned
is
it.
cool.
Marketing genius from day one.
Yeah.
So there's your answer.
Self-proclaimed anyway.
I
but
feel relieved now. I finally know.
I know.
How many times in life have you thought there's some real deep philosophical
Yeah.
whatever, and you're
Yeah.
like, that's it?
You're like,
You already
maybe
had
I could see me sitting in school and he's like, man, summer just goes by so quick. It's like 5 seconds. It's like, that's a great name.
There you go.
5 seconds of summer.
Great tea,
Boom.
thank you.
Exactly how. That's
Hey,
exactly
happened.
how.
Here's Great T's theme song, by the way.
Yeah, dude. Thank
Can
you.
you? Now I heard that. Is it true that by Greg whistling?
That was savage.
Can we talk about whistling for a second?
We can.
Yeah, All right.
I'll tell you something. Okay, on a serious note
I
about
have a
whistling.
great story.
My father, who passed away maybe 10 years, 8 years ago.
Okay.
He was like he was constantly whistling to the point where you're like, shut up, stop. He's like, okay, enough whistling.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's gone. I miss my dad, walking around whistling. Whistling. So when I hear people whistle, I'm like, Dad, it's a cool feeling, as
So
obnoxious
sweet.
as it was. So I'm hearing that you are better than average whistlers.
Oh,
Well,
Is this
there's-
true?
There's one better than average whistler in the band.
yeah.
Hey,
Who's that?
excuse me. It's
So,
going to be two. actually.
I used to. This is Ashton. I used to live next door to a biker gang leader. Lived an interesting life, but his father.
That's buds.
I used to mow their lawns and stuff. They had like cars with no number plates and shifty deals going on all the time.
right.
Anyways, where I'm from is different. So I would have whistling battles with this old man that lived in the house, and he would always be walking around and be like. All the time. And it would be beautiful, but I would respond to him and we would have battles. But yeah,
It's like bird mating calls.
for real.
It's a very
And then he
strange
came
rap
over naked one day. No.
He was ready to mate.
I heard your call. But it was just a thing. Definitely it's an older man thing, but I definitely had influence from that.
Well, you're 35 now, so you're basically old.
But I love making sound effects and stuff. But it's like, I'm just totally a musical person, so whatever comes out of me is either in time or in tune.
But when your body, other than the voice, has its own instrument built in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, you save on having to hire a backup band in the studio. You save on whatever union costs to get a studio musician in.
Yeah.
Just whistle.
Yeah, for real. We got some whistling on the new record, actually. I'm not sure if the song is on the main album.
Yeah,
Is it?
there's one song. I think it's on like a
It's on the deluxe.
deluxe or something.
Yeah, you'll hear it. It's in there. It's like Kill Bill style.
Oh.
The
Okay.
theme song.
Okay, not to give away too much about the album, which will be out whenever.
Yeah.
Are there any interesting collaborations going on in there? It's a yes or no question. You don't have to give the answer.
Yeah, we got Drake. We got. We got.
Yeezy.
Drake's on all of the songs.
Can you imagine?
We keep talking about it. We got so many different type of different types of musicians in this band, and different voices, vocalists. We haven't really felt the need to have any collaboration, but we're definitely open to it. Hasn't really come up yet.
Yeah, I
How
think
about
if,
Pitbull so you can scream out, Mr. 305?
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
maybe.
That does sound good.
That'd be lovely.
Maybe not. I love Pitbull. He's a great guy.
I still
Seems
have
like
a
great guy.
I still have a 305 number. It's the first place we ever went
me,
in the States.
Me too. I still holding on.
I keep it on purpose just because of Mr. 305.
Why not?
Because people are so like, if you meet someone and you have an Australian accent, and then you give them your number, and then they're not getting my number all the time. You know, to a friend or something.
Take my number.
And it's like, why is this got a Miami number? You're in Los Angeles and you're from Australia. Why do you have a Miami number?
You can have whatever number you want. That's it. Like Des Moines, Iowa. I've got a Des Moines, Iowa number, and I'm proud of it. So,
Do you actually?
That's
No,
awesome.
I'm going to get one.
Seriously, don't listen to anything he says.
I do have another business question. You played Zed. You did a Zed cover a few years ago. So if you're doing a show, let's say in Sydney, you sold out, and you decide, hey guys, let's do a Zed song. Can you just start playing it and not have to pay a bill? Is there like a check at the end of the night? I mean, do you have to pay
You
for
want to
those?
know the technicalities of it?
Yeah, because I know there is one, but I don't know what it is.
So when you play songs live, whoever wrote the song gets a royalty of that. It's very small,
Right.
But if you do a cover, we would make $0, and the royalties would go towards whoever wrote the song.
When we did that stadium tour with One Direction, we played that Katy Perry song for 2 years straight.
Straight up.
She must have made something out of that.
Hopefully.
I know, but is there someone backstage going, oh, damn it.
Stop.
I got to write it. I got to send him a freaking check. Katy Perry. Call Katy. Do you, like, if you do.
It's not great. It depends how many people you're playing to. If you're playing to, like, you know, arenas, I guess there'll be some sort of substantial amount of money after a long tour, but it's not like being playing on the radio. It's not the same as those royalties, really. But it's something.
It is something.
I just hate hearing the stories. I don't know a lot about the business. I hate hearing stories about how artists are shafted out of money they truly, truly deserve. You know, because you work so hard.
Yeah.
And, I mean, harder than we'll ever understand, like you're doing now. You need to be compensated for that. I truly believe that.
It takes you a long time to learn, though, because when you come in with an artistic brain, you're not thinking about commerce. You're thinking about the art you're making, and it takes a long time to learn that. You know, you need to learn to focus on commerce as well, which sucks because you don't want to, but it's reality.
And the sad thing is you want everyone to be honest with you and to give you your fair shake, but unfortunately, that's not the way the world works.
Is this it right here?
Yeah, you got to be switched on. Oh, jeez.
Teenage Dream.
no.
Was this a Katy Perry song you're playing?
Yes.
We did this here, didn't we?
I think you're pretty without any makeup on.
That's you.
I think you're funny
That's not-
when
it's
you
not
sell the
the best.
punchline wrong.
Where is this?
Katy Perry just made another $50. Well, anyway, guys, I can't thank you enough for coming back. It's just been, from our point of view, not that you care, but I'll tell you anyway, from our point of view, watching you from the first day you stepped foot in our studios to today, you know, it's just great.
We were so nervous and covered with acne when we first came here.
Yeah, for real.
Were you really?
That's what I was saying the other day.
I remember the acne part, but not the nervous part.
I'm like, it's not fun. It's not fun when you're 16, 17 doing, morning radio shows with acne. It's different. It's a different game. It's a different game.
Oh,
Dude, I'm over 50 years old. I still get pimples.
yeah. He gets it in the same exact spot, too.
I do on my
every
nose.
single
Oh, great.
time.
Like a shiny little white head. Like, it's like, oh.
Oh.
You'll never get rid of them.
Thanks
That's
for
okay.
having us, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So let me lay it out for you. In Los Angeles this weekend for the iHeartRadio Music Awards. So we'll see you on the red carpet.
Yeah.
On Sunday. I don't even. And then
Sunday.
Monday you're in LA doing something else, and then whatever. But you got dogs. One of you, Ashton doesn't have a dog. Doesn't believe in commitment.
I have a dead
I
fish.
say get a cat. Don't listen to them.
But here's what I want to do. I want to manipulate the charts today. I love doing it.
Let's do it.
Let's do that.
Sounds
Okay.
exactly
It's
like what
5
we wanna
seconds
do.
of summer. Want you back.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, it's like $1.29, whatever it is. The guys are going to get like 6 cents.
No, not even that.
Then they'll divide it.
Yeah.
We'll get a cent each.
Great.
So we're not here to make anyone rich. We're here just to watch the numbers. I want these numbers higher than high. So everyone, go onto iTunes, do what you can do. 5 seconds of summer, want you back. Let's see if later today we actually have the power to move it way up. That would be so much fun.
That would be.
It's the only power we have in this world.
Cool.
Is manipulating the charts.
manipulation.
So when the album comes out, a tour. Have you talked about the tour yet?
Yeah, the tour is we just put on a tour that's we're doing in April and May, and the end of this month it's sold out. Actually, already.
It's sold out, yeah.
Unfortunately,
we're gonna be
if you're
playing.
listening.
We're gonna be playing half new songs, half old songs to kind of introduce the fans first to the new record.
You kind of hate talking about a sold out tour because you can't go
Exactly.
to it.
It's like, well, we had a tour and now it's sold out. So sorry.
We're having a really big party. You're not invited.
Yeah.
But it's going to be right down the street from your house. Anyway, guys, it's so great to see you. 5 seconds of silence.
Thank you.
Excellent.